Hello everyone, welcome to another brand new video over here in regards to the Saikuno situation. But this one is going to be on two little more quick micro mentions, I guess, that I wanted to go make on my channel. This is more of like the gossip, if you will, because we are in theory a gossip channel. But sometimes I do like to do a little bit more of the journalism parts, and that's something I'm working on right now. I made a tweet and also a YouTube, I believe, mention on the video from earlier on today where we were discussing all of the brand new evidence coming out, kind of going and counteracting the claims from many of these supposed victims in this whole situation. Now, this is more of a, like, everyone's bad situation. Sykkuno was a cheat, and he did go message many women, and I'm not saying that he did not do anything wrong. The complete opposite. I do think I actually was, as a man, I would not condemn that, or I would condemn that. I do not condone that, and I feel like his actions, especially with a lot of content creators, were very strange. Like, I'm not a fan of it. But nonetheless, he was not a predator and did not do anything illegal, just immoral. So I just want to first of all say that, and the big victim on that whole situation is his, sadly, girlfriend or ex-girlfriend who lived with him, where he was kind of just doing this non-stop, like cheating everywhere. It's bad. It still is bad. But one thing to note is that Mujin and Bao were also pretty directly involved. So we're going to go talk about this situation, and as I mentioned, I have not, I'm working on a more in-depth video for this. There's a lot of information, timestamps, and things I would like to go and double check, and as well also make sure I can combine it and make a proper video. So I didn't mention that earlier on today and also on Twitter, so if you guys are interested in that, you guys are welcome to subscribe. I'm not trying to go and be like, oh my god, whoop-de-doo, subscribe. I just say that in every video because obviously you're a YouTuber. I would love to have people who are like smart and also emotionally intelligent and invested in this stuff along with me, so we're able to go and actually talk about this stuff and be free. But as well, I do want to make sure that video is properly done right. It's a pretty serious style, and you just have to research it properly. So I need a little bit more time on that one. That'll most likely, some of these videos will be coming out in the next 1 or 2 days. I hope you guys don't mind the wait. But right now, a lot of people in the VTubing community, myself included, are very disappointed both in Bao and Mujan. They are both getting a lot of flack right now. They're trying to go and hide as of this whole explanation with Saikuno has been blowing up in their faces, and it doesn't seem like it's going the way they wanted it to. And that's why I'm almost making this video to kind of once again hold them accountable. Accountability is a really big deal. That's also why I actually have a little bit of a vendetta against Bao. Now, I don't personally hate her. I'm not like a personal hate watcher. I just kind of, one time did have to go make a few videos defending myself against her community in the VTubing world because I was trying to go defend Disguised Toast. And as well, other, like a minor was being groomed, as well as I've also had my own bad instances with people in the VTubing sphere who have harassed me both privately and also even publicly. It's not fun. But nonetheless, when it comes to all this stuff, there's just been a lot of drama coming up for it. But you always have to take accountability for your actions when these things happen. And it seems like right now, both Bao and Mujan are running away. Now, this video is more so, like I mentioned, on the gossip end. We're going to be gossiping and showcasing how much the VTubing world, especially, is against them both. If you guys do not know, Mujin's the man who made the video and orchestrated this with the actual first victim, if you will, the woman who exposed Saikuno for cheating with her. And then Bao herself also did have statements and also combinations with Mujin as well. So I do want to do a little bit more of an in-depth, like I mentioned in a prior video. Feel free to subscribe if you guys are intrigued on that. But let's go talk about more so the gossip as of here. Because right now, let's go first and foremost start off over here with Bao. Because many people are very disappointed with Bao. And this whole situation everywhere has been going absolutely crazy. I'm sure you guys have seen. So if you guys have missed this, earlier on today, I'll actually add this video linked down below because it's pretty big. We discussed all the, like pretty much every single person involved, including Mujin, Bao, the actual woman who came out as of yesterday, Leia, and obviously the women, the VTubers who called out Saikuno in the Google Docs and the videos. But there's been some really controversial stuff because the woman over here was discussing how, just basically talk about how they had an interaction with each other. But this was actually proven false, sort of. In terms of the whole consenting side. She basically said that she was uncomfortable with Saikuno when they were, interacting in a more broad sense of for 2 days in a row. Then eventually she left the room, moved in with her friend for like a 2-day thing for her trip to Evo. And then, but she did consent to everything going on. She even did verbally say, yes, it's okay when Saikuno asked. And she also kept on trying to be friends with him afterwards. That's her words. So I felt bad she felt uncomfortable, yes, and that doesn't make Saikuno better. But nonetheless, we actually found out more tweets that came out from here. Her ex-roommate, and we talked about this all in the prior video, there's a lot more to it. But her ex-roommate over here mentioned that she did similar things. Like she had an ex that was financially supporting her. She was dating a bigger content creator. They broke up with her as well. She wasn't streaming, wasn't working, was staying in bed all the days. And as well, this guy was trying to make her life get better, get over a breakup, work out again, start working again, pay her bills. And then she said that, or this guy claimed allegedly, She actively did the opposite, putting all of her energy into getting him back by any means necessary. She spent more money on a makeover, and even dressed up a certain way when she went to the gym together. She was desperate. And when all that didn't work, instead of taking accountability, big thing for someone like, say, Bao or even Mujin, they seem like narcissists, if you will. For our own choices, all of the blame got pushed onto me by the end of our lease somehow. The person who wasn't trying to help them. That was trying to help them. Both her and her sister turned into something it wasn't and would even start spreading false rumors. For everyone involved in their messy breakup that year. This would bleed into 2025. So now I'm watching this very similar situation unfold again, and once again involves a bigger creator. Same pattern, same outcome, no accountability as well. So I'm going to probably touch about this, like I said, a little bit more in an in-depth video, but this is exactly what's going on. Like, these people that they're hoping to go and actually bring out and call out Sykkuno and basically add more merit to Mujin's video. And Bao was in the Google Doc and was referenced as well for this all. And this is why we're bringing her up and trying to hold her accountable, because she was involved with the Mujin situation. We can explain more in the future, but for now, like, she was literally in the Google Doc, okay? Literally in the Google Doc. And I think at the first impression, Bao was thinking she was going to be a hero, like mention on the stuff, and she's like the hero among the girlies and trying to make sure everything's okay. But yes, Saikuno was a cheater, a serial cheater, which is not cool. Like, that's very bad. You not do anything illegal, and they also try to claim him as a predator. We also had other people online, we've showed this in prior videos, even the video from earlier on today, saying that there was potential that Saikuno was interacting with minors, trying to go and get with people underage. And that is also a massive issue. Because you can see a tweet over here from Mujin saying, some members of my community have reached out regarding concerns, or actually, sorry about this one. Wrong tweet, actually, wrong tweet. Yeah, there we go. Actually, no, I kind of forgot. Here we go. So we were hoping your video would force people to speak against Sykkuno. That makes no sense. It seems like you cared more for the views and the drama than how these victims felt. All based on the fact that he was making these comments, hoping and like just fingers crossed that people would be helping and being a part of this all, you know, discussing this and having more people expose Sykkuno. Basically saying, like, let's go and spark the fire and let it go everywhere. But when it comes to this stuff, there's kind of like a big deal over here, because Mujin is now locking everything down. He was trying to get more people involved, saying some members of the community have reached out regarding a few concerns, and I want to make sure I properly address them before we fully move on from this topic. Look, I'm flattered that Heminol, I don't know how to say these people's names, I'm probably dyslexic, but still, that she considers me a close friend, and I'm grateful for her trust, but the first time we spoke was on April 7th. So they literally are confirming, and this will be a deeper dive as well, that they barely know each other. Reminder, the first time we spoke was on April 7th. Today, right now, it's April 15th, and this video came out multiple days before. So yeah, so people are saying this narrative of the video was made as a favor to anyone is simply false. Even weirder that he blindly trusted someone he barely knew. The truth is Sykkuno was a serial cheater and manipulation was only the tip of the iceberg. That is true, he was a serial cheater, and there is a chance that there's a lot more. But right now it's probably not going to come out because all these other victims, if you will, are getting called out for lying, clout chasing, and they don't really have good valid proof. Yes, he was a cheater, yes, but he wasn't like a predator, and that was really a big issue, which also might get them into legal issues. I was hoping that this video would encourage the many others who have stayed quiet for years to finally find the courage to talk about their experience. And people online are like, so is this even a worse hit Peach? Like, what's going on here? And it also goes bound to Bao, which we'll get to her in a second, because she also has a history of doing this, which I want to go in a little bit more in depth with it in the near future. So like I said, feel free to subscribe. But you have to do it right. Bao herself has also done this with Sinder and all those huge Google Docs, and apparently other people as well that I've seen. I only know about the Sinder case, but it does show that there's a big pattern of behavior where if she does not like someone, she will work with people such as, say, Mujin to try to go and cancel them and remove them from this all. And saying, unfortunately, with the current state of affairs, it doesn't seem like it will happen anymore, even if they were somehow to fit the image of the perfect victim. I don't blame them whatsoever. I disagree. If someone actually had very valid, like legitimate proof, it would have been posted probably most likely already, and I would like to see it. Not that I like the idea that there's such a bad situation going on anywhere, but I would like to see it myself because I want to know the full picture. I'm a true seeker. I would want to know because then we can condemn Saikuno and we can understand it. I'm not against knowing, but I'm also against people lying about these things and trying to get clout or at the same time trying to ruin this guy's life. Just like how Mujin and Bao themselves did with this Google Doc and video they were both a part of. So they're saying, I hope they can wish them for the best, and I hope his ex that was cheated on for over 5 years can find the peace she deserves. I agree. But a lot of people are calling us out. Because number one, this was not members of the community. This was everyone. A lot of people were calling him on out. If you even just go look on the embedded post over here, or I guess more so the tweet activity, everyone's like calling them out. Like everyone over here. Everything. Let's say Saikuno has actual skeletons in his closet. You'd be largely responsible for why that closet will likely remain closed. You misjudge how people would react to this. You can't judge as well. You can't just judge it. Bro's about to get sued and he got friend zoned. People are calling out too as well, saying you're just a massive narcissist. I'll continue making videos that my community enjoys. But don't forget, this is a lot of people holding him accountable for trying to call him a predator. You know, drops a hit piece, calls someone a predator, gets called out for suspicious timing, fake connections, opinionated, and far too personal rhetoric. Attacks literally go to anyone who disagrees. Goes so far as to fetishize the woman's relationship as a clapback, insult her personally and publicly, and call her morally bankrupt while LARPing as her. Disappears for 3 days. And then he also comes over here saying, pretend that concerned community members are the reason for your tweet. And that's so not true. There's people calling him out everywhere. Pity for him that we're just trying to do the right thing. It seemed like they were trying to go ruin Saikuno's life. And he was a cheater, yes, but calling him a predator or a potential child predator is not okay. Not okay. Vague posting about the tip of the iceberg, but if there was more, then why was it not covered? Which is very true. And of course, as well, throwing the other woman in the VTubing community who joined him on this video, calling that out. And people are like, yeah, he is a massive loser. I do think Sykkuno, yes, he should be ashamed for his actions, but that doesn't mean it's okay for Bao or Mujan to go and be calling these people on out. People are saying he made an hour-long video within 3 days of knowing her. So either he knew nothing about her and still made it, or he's lying. And a lot of other things too, being like, hey, basically Mujin's throwing these people underneath the bus and getting community noted, getting called out and everything, and locking his own replies because he's running away. Everyone online is being like, you're a loser, you're a freak. Here's his PR statement because he's having all of these issues out here. And as well, the same girl, this is the girl who called out Sykkuno, was even saying that they've been friends and been a good confidant in this entire thing. So it almost seems like they're trying to go double whammy. Here's even my own tweet over here too. I like this because you want to know why not. It's my own tweet. But nonetheless, you see all this stuff and like, yeah, you see me. Like, I'm literally calling this out. I'm only saying like Mujin, there has been a lot of, this is literally me. Like, I've been seeing massive amounts of valid criticism of Mujin, and I have. And his handling of this all, I have. If you're someone whose entire life and career is judging people and holding people accountable, but you can't even accept accountability for your own actions, what precedents are you setting? Yes. I mean, this is me, but still, follow me on Twitter if you guys want. Why was he attacking people blindly? Why was he? Well, was he framing this tweet like his community? He did not do that. He made a hit piece with someone he only knew for a few days. What? Why was he encouraging victims to speak and when one did, he silenced them? He did. Like, this is not the first time because he's done this as well. And usually these critiques kind of blow over because it's not a big serious issue. But this is a pretty beloved in the day content creator with many other active friends like Valkyrie, Pokemon. That this is one of the biggest Twitch streamers and is very notarized. But yeah, I'm like, Sykkuno didn't mess up, but he did. His mess up doesn't shield you from taking the situation far too far, which they did. Two wrongs don't make a right, and that really is my new saying for this situation. Do better or I'll take your spot. I truly am disappointed how Mujin is. And that's not like a threat. That's, I'm going to work hard to do it because I want to do this. Like, this is very, like, I don't want to say it's fun, but this is something that I'm passionate about. I like seeing the truth. I like seeing how people react. It's intriguing to me. I hate the situation happen, but still. But anyway, so this is all like on actual Mujin. So I actually even made a tweet earlier on today, and this is where I want to break more things on down, because this is my tweet from, like I said earlier on. Because today, Bao made a tweet saying, you guys didn't copy my answers, right? Last day to vote is today for the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. Vote now. You know, Anime Awards, Crunchyroll partner. So she's doing a sponsored tweet in the mix of this all. And there are so many people calling out Bao for this. Like, so many people, myself included. I made this tweet. You guys can see this. Like, am I allowed just to show my own tweets? Like, I mean, it is all relevant. I don't know. And it sucks because Bao's tweets and community harassed me a lot. And that's why I want to make a somewhat more in-depth video on this whole situation, because it was very traumatic for me. Now, not to be a victim, because I was able to handle it, and I tried to handle it with grace. But I feel like I probably would have got more attention and more love if I actually was sitting here crying even more and complaining about it nonstop. But I tried to go take the high road and move on and not be a victim. But at this point, no, with the pattern of behavior that Bao is now done with Mujin, as well as what she's done with other people like Sinder, not excusing Sinder's actions or other people, but Bao and Shy Lily themselves have a pattern of history of trying to go and basically cancel and ruin the life of other people that they do not like. And this was evident right now with Mujin, with the Google Doc, her involvement, and as well the pattern of history where she's done this allegedly with other creators even outside of Sinder before. So I made this tweet over here after she blocked everything. Like, this tweet right now, the sponsored tweet right now, blocked it. They're running away from the criticisms. And they did this before. Bao never took any accountability on anything she's done, whether it was from the Cinder document or what her community did to me, or the fact that there was a 17-year-old minor that was also hidden away and mocked due to all the stuff that was going on in that VTubing sphere, where she was also allowing her community to harass Disguised Toast, who was being sexually abused by Nina Lit. This is a very serious thing because that's all involved everywhere. This is gross. Like, this is really, really bad. So obviously, you guys can even see my own tweet. I'll talk about this more. But I was like, Bao is showing this pattern of behavior being involved in these groups of cancel attempts. Like, there'll be a lot more for me to talk about this. Like, this is not the real video here because I want to make that better. But this is like high level just gossip. But it's like people are like, literally, like there's so much stuff. Like she didn't take any accountability. There was no accountability for her whatsoever. And even now in the internet, like I just want to show other people first and foremost, but now on the internet where everyone's out here being like, so why did you lock the replies in your recent post after constantly reposting dumb and false takes only against Saikuno? Big bias, big everything over here. Getting like people are liking these tweets and calling this stuff on out. Or as well, if you kind of look through the quote tweets once again, people are very upset with both of these people. Like, people are very, very, very mad because these people are trying to ruin his life. They labeled him a predator or a potential child predator. And he's not. I mean, yes, he was bad. He was very bad. But like, two wrongs don't make a right. And now Bao is a pattern of history. And people are making jokes saying like this MF lot replies because they know they were wrong. Here's once again my own tweet over here. You guys can kind of go and see too. And here, be Bao, be horrible person at every turn. Make a sponsorship post about a company that's in its own controversy because there is apparently big controversial stuff right now with Crunchyroll. And it immediately locks replies so you can dodge accountability. So like, you know, people are asking what's going on. Immediately lock replies because of the Saikuno situation, classic woman. Now, I don't want to go and be on the like misogynistic route over here because Bao is just a narcissist. This person cannot take accountability and has led kind of a lot of big charges against other content creators and then flees, like doesn't address the issues and has no accountability whatsoever on her actions. Calling someone a predator online is a very serious offense if you cannot justify it. You cannot just run away from this all. It could also be potential defamation based on the case, although that is hard to prove, but still this is very big stuff. It's not because she's a woman. I don't want to go and have people in my community who dislike her just because she's a woman. Because Mujin's doing the same exact thing. You know, it's a guy and girl thing. These people are just narcissist people who are trying to be heroes, and when their whole hero vibe did not work out, because there is actual evidence disproving what's going on here, not saying Saikuno's okay, but all of these people are bad. Mujin's an opportunistic. Bao just wants to be seen as a hero or something for the girlies and doesn't take accountability for what she's doing, vague posting and bringing hate towards other people, such as myself. And a lot of people are just sick of this because it's a pattern of behavior on all of them, which is why I want to go make a more proper video or discuss my own issues as well, although I don't really want to self-insert. But her comment many months ago that was about Saikuno was also the big catalyst of everything that came to me and a lot of hate that was also brought to me. It's not a fun experience to have to deal with. It's not a fun life to live. And other people may not see it my way, but I was personally affected by it all. And it was really, really hurtful. But a lot of people online have been calling out Bao. A lot of people are talking about the accountability. Locks replies to avoid accountability. Locks replies hides from controversy that she had a part in. She was the first message. She was the instigator and part of it all with Mujin. Promotes Crunchyroll who has a controversy. I looked through the nominees and don't worry, you aren't missing anything out here too. Lock replies because you know you're an accomplice. Literal meandrous garbage. Now, once again, I don't want to like personally attack her based on her own actions, but it does kind of seem like she has, and this is a hot take, but trust me on this one, it does seem like she's the first ever meandress I've ever seen in my entire life. I do generally think that she does not like men. She sees men as pay pigs because she does have a fansly, and that's okay. Like I know women with OnlyFans and fanslies, that's totally fine. I'm also trying to see like she doesn't respect the people who are even supporting her in the first place. If you're a man and you watch Bao, I actually generally look more down upon you. I'm not joking. Because this woman does not like you. It's been proven. She made fun and mocked male victims, telling people who hold her accountable to go get like transplants and fix their balding, receding hairlines, and also was blaming Cinder for everything that she was doing herself. And it's just a classic case of someone who is just no accountability. And people online are getting sick of this all. Whether it's for the, you know, here's even this, like here's Bao for no reason making memes on top of this all. So people are calling out Crunchyroll. Look, I mean, look, here's even my tweet again. Here's my tweet again. Thank you for anyone who even ever sees this stuff or watches my content, because I'm not trying to be like a guy who hates women. I love women. I just want to be a guy who doesn't let people go and do this because this is so inappropriate and really bad. As always, the Giga Neuro was right. We love the Neurosama community here. I made a video on Camilla earlier on today, and I've loved everyone in that circle. They're all great people. But they're calling her a narcissist. This is very narcissistic qualities. Bao and Mujan are giving off horrible narcissistic qualities. Involves in situations to make herself feel important, like she wants to be the hero, or as well, she's the one that's morally superior in, say, the Sinder case. No accountability, because all these people are blocking their comments, lying about everyone in public, like Mujan's comment, lying about this all. Crazy. Or vague posting in Bao's case. And people are like, hey, Crunchyroll too. And then can someone from the Neurosama Swarm find that clip of her and Lucy Pry talking about Bao? Because other people have also warned Bao against her like opinions and everything. And this is the crazy thing, because this literally has my own tweet linked. Like, this is me. It's on mine. It's crazy. And people are even saying unlock your replies if you did nothing wrong. There is a lot of people calling out Bao in this situation. A lot more. And even my own self too. I really thought that she was like tone deaf. I really think this was bad. And she was also harassed, allowing her community. She did not. But she was never dousing the fire or correcting it when her community were using those words that she used to harass people like Disguised Toast who were sexually harassed. And also when people tried to call her out for her actions, she just ignored it all, went on a break, and hoped it all blew away. But at this point, I feel like these allegations against Saikuno are very serious with Mujan and Bao, and this is not okay in the slightest. I'm very disappointed in Bao. I'm very disappointed in Mujan. There's gonna be a lot more coming out here soon with more proper specific stuff, but this is more of like the gossip video, if you will. So feel free to subscribe if you guys would want to, but I feel horrible about this. I am very sad. A lot of people are just disappointed with this all. And of course, if you guys missed the video from earlier on today of us discussing all of the actual like allegations and more evidence being leaked out from the people calling out Saikuno, I am not saying Saikuno is a golden angel. If anything, I'm still very disappointed and think it's disgusting that he cheated on so many people and his girlfriend at the time and all these other things. Like, I think it was very opportunistic. I think he was definitely using his platform to try to raise up girls. He was lying to everyone about his relationship status, and it was bad. But that two wrongs do not make a right. What Mujan and Bao are doing right now, taking zero accountability, is very disgusting and very gross. I want to talk about this a little bit more in a separate video, but for now I want to take a break because this is also my own life trauma and issues, because Bao caused a lot of hate on me and made me have to go and talk about my own personal relationships where women lie publicly, not publicly, more so privately to their friends, to other partnered streamers, and I had to make the situation public due to people trying to ruin my name for a woman that I broke up with. So that was giving me so much hate in the mix of me having to deal with it all. So I do have my own personal bias against Bao, but even if this was someone else, I'd make the same exact video. We have a lot more to talk about over here, but I need to go take a break because I've been running videos nonstop. And now, honestly, this is taking a pretty big mental toll on me, but I want to come through and get it done because I do think this is a big important thing for me, especially how Ben are and getting the truth out there. So I feel like it's worth it. Thank you guys for watching. We have a lot more coming out probably tomorrow. I'm going to upload this video and I'm going to honestly just close the internet. Like, the Twitter has been going everywhere throughout this thing. I got my Twitter notifications have been blowing up everywhere, and I do appreciate the support I hear on Twitter, subs everywhere, but these are hard conversations to have. So I hope you guys understand it, and hopefully you guys just get it. Thank you guys all for being here. Thank you guys all for watching. We'll talk to you guys all soon. I would love to hear all your thoughts and comments down below.